Hey racing fans, welcome back to another episode. On this episode I'll be talking about the two-player in Gran Turismo 7. It's the update that came out in November, the beginning of November 2023. I haven't seen anything about it in my feeds, and when I went to set this up for some friends that came over yesterday, I was setting this up last week, and I was pleasantly surprised to say that two-player is now what it was back in the day when they had Gran Turismo Sport. So, if you have ever gone to two-player with Gran Turismo 7, we hit start, and this is what you get, right? You see driver 1 has no markers, and driver 2 has the yellow line, but driver 2 also has the markers to tell you where you're going. And then when you're driving the game, you can't shift in manual or anything like that. It's all automatic. And you also originally didn't get a selection of cars, but they fixed that in some of the updates earlier. But now I'm going to walk you through on what you have to do to enjoy two-player the way it was meant to be. It's still a split screen, and that's fine. There's plenty of space. Obviously, the bigger the TV you have, or the bigger the display you have, the better it is. So let's go ahead and back out of this, and I'll show you how to set this up. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to back right out. Okay, so player 1 does most of the setting up. We'll come over here, and we've got 2 players. I guess you can go all the way up to 4. That would be pretty cool if you have all these options to get 4-player. If I had 2 more rigs, that would be fantastic. Number of laps, you can go to 99, but let's just say 4. Rolling start, I want to do a grid start. Hit OK. And now let's choose the track. Let's go to Deep Forest. Sunrise, let's go to noon. Now here comes the fun part. So if we click on your cars, originally you only used to get these cars over here, but the way to get the favorite cars that you really like is you just have to favorite them in your garage, and then they'll be added to here. So I can choose any one of these that I like. Let's just choose the Sylvia. And player number 2, I've already got it activated. Now, for convenience sake, I can use the controller to choose my cars. And I can also use my setting on my wheel over here. Let's choose this bad boy. And you see here, you have the option now of manual or automatic, and they didn't have that before. So great, let's go to manual. And now you also have these options of, do you want beginner, intermediate, or expert? You have the same thing for player 1, but I've already put that to expert, and make sure I have all the settings off. So if we go to beginner, you're gonna get what you saw before with the marker, and I'll show you here when we go into the game itself. So if we go to go race, and you go to player 1, you see what the assists are. So I have everything. So I have manual, custom, traction off, ABS off, auto drive off. I have everything off because that's how I drive when I play this game. And if we go to player 2, let's see what they have here. So I've got it in manual, I've got beginner, I've got traction control, the ABS is automatically default, you've got brake and steering assist, you've got your driving lines, so you can see you can make these individual or not. So everything, all is checked, so you get the markers to tell you your entry and exit points and turns, and you've got the driving line full time. So that's what you have. You have your brake indicator, braking area. This is new. I don't remember this before, and that's a big, huge red area. Replace the cars automatically on, active steering, and counter steering assistance. you also get to change your controller settings. So if we start the game, I'll drive with the controller for now. See, the driving line is on, and I'm in manual. I get to shift. Wasn't like that before. Now you see this big red area right here? That's the braking area that I was talking about. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's get out of this. Let's go here and let's take all these off. So let's put it to expert. Take the traction control off, ABS off, auto drive is off. The markers, we want no markers and no driving line. Okay, now hit boom and it's off. Braking area is on or off. So braking area is off. Replace car after leaving track, that's off. Active steering, active stability management off. Counter steering assistance also off. And that's for player number 2. All right. Now when we go in the game, so you can see no driving line over there. Okay, player number 1 works no problem. Got the sound off. Gears work. All right, everything is good. Okay, let's park that over here. Player number 2. See, the driving line's gone. I know that was a big pain in the butt for me and for a lot of other people. So cool. So that big braking zone marker, those braking zone markers, they're gone, and no driving line. Oh, I'm gonna crash into this car. Okay. So you can see there I am off the road. That's the view from player 1. And okay, now I'm going to try to drive with the steering wheel on that one. Okay, so let's see whether you use the controller or a steering wheel, which I'm doing here. The game just jumps back and forth and uses the input on whatever you're using. So that is cool too. Now I don't know if that existed before, but as you can see, I'm using my steering wheel for player number 2, and boom, there you go. So if you've been frustrated when Gran Turismo first came out with the lack of support for 2-player split screen, now you will be happy, as I am very, very happy. And we had a ton of fun yesterday. Had about 10 people over here racing. Just really good time. And that's one of the things you can look forward to. It's coming up to the Christmas season. If you have the option of having 2-player, somebody wants to race with you, I say you should totally jump into it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your time racing, and we'll see you in the next video.